What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are gonna be talking about the difference in me personally from when I was tracking and binging at the time post my first competition prep season, and now where I'm at, intuitively eating, enjoying my food, and this body recomp that has happened. I'm still weighing 140 pounds, which is the same in both pictures you saw in the thumbnail, but I just feel a million times better, and I'm not having the urge to overeat, and I'm figuring out and learning more about my body. Foods I enjoy, foods that make me satisfied, feel full, give me clean energy, etc. So before we get into it, I am gonna show you my breakfast I just made really quick, because a lot of you are probably like, Tori, I don't know how to intuitively eat. How am I supposed to stop eating? How am I supposed to make the portion sizes? And so I'm just gonna show you what I did this morning for breakfast. I threw in a handful of hash browns, legit just dumped the bag until I saw a good amount of what I wanted to eat. And then I also did the same thing. Real Good just sent me a package of all of their chicken, so I'm trying that this morning. I've actually never tried this before. And then I am making eggs currently. There's one egg and then some egg whites in here. So I'm going to chop that up a little bit, and then we're gonna make a little breakfast bowl. Okay, here's the breakfast bowl all mixed up. I'm still gonna add my favorite salsa and light sour cream. I did have a bite of the chicken when I was cutting it up, and it was delicious. It's lightly breaded, so let's add this and we're going to have our breakfast. One thing that has helped me a lot with intuitive eating is also not being distracted while I'm eating. So I don't watch TV, I'm not on my phone. I'm literally basically sitting here in silence, or I have music playing or whatever in the background. And I just focus on the food, because if I'm paying attention to something else, I'm more likely to overeat. Statistics also show that, but I'm gonna eat this breakfast really quick, and then we are gonna get into more about intuitive eating and just how post-show tracking was extremely difficult. Even though I did do it, I just should have realized after my first season, like, wow, I should not keep competing. But we live and we learn. Now I can share my experience, teach others more about it, and we can live our best healthy lives together. All right, guys, I'm done eating, and I straightened my hair. And I also just worked out. I was running late to the gym, had to go do that. Now I'm back, freshened up for you guys. And I am gonna start with the take me back and explain when I was tracking post-show and kind of what I was doing to my mental health, why I think I binged, and then get into how I changed and me intuitively eating now, in case you guys want to understand intuitive eating more, and also just show you my story about what I feel like has happened to me in this crazy fitness journey that I've been on and in the competing world. So after my first season, I did 2 shows. I binged, probably the second day post-show. And so if you don't know, post-show, your hunger hormones are crazy because you have been dieting for so long. A lot changes. Your taste buds change a lot. You really can't tell when you're full. Now I know this sounds, if you've never competed, this might sound crazy to someone else, but you seriously cannot tell when you're full, and you really don't know you ate too much until your stomach hurts, or you realize, like, it's almost when you're binging, you just black out and you're just going at it with whatever you're eating. This is important. I feel like, I've never heard anyone else say this. When I was 17, I was doing CBT, cognitive brain therapy. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But basically my therapist hooks my brain up to these machines. She can read all these different things, like my front part of my brain, like the 5 different pieces of my brain, right? When I was 17, we did my first scan. So she had that as a baseline, right? I go back to Kansas City to see my therapist because I love her. I saw her in person and we did the brain scan thing, whatever it is, the brain therapy again. I'm not kidding you. She said, based on the scan from my baseline to now, your whole brain is supposed to develop more over time as you age, right? And then it's not supposed to start going down until you're, 50s, 60s, whatever. She said that nothing else, everything back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, those parts of my brain have all declined. Nothing has progressed except for like my frontal lobe, I'm pretty sure. There's other factors, obviously, but this whole post-show, it's been 6-7 months now. The first 1 to 4 months, I told my therapist, I just feel like I'm so lazy. I never want to do any of my tasks unless I absolutely have to. Like, I'm such a procrastinator. And that's when I'm really thinking, like, I have to have ADHD. Like, I can't do something unless I'm in the mood to do it. And with her knowing all that information and just seeing me for so long, she saw this brain scan and said, Tori, it looks like your brain is basically responding to trauma. Like, my bodybuilding seasons were legit traumatizing, and that's how my brain is taking it. And obviously other things can make my brain not continue to progress. And she was like, Tori, your body is conserving energy and only letting you use it when you have to or whatever. But she was basically saying, no wonder you feel so tired. Your body is acting like it was just through trauma, and my brain as well. So that was insane. I really didn't know if I wanted to share that because obviously this is just about me. I've never heard anyone else in competing talk about this, and who knows, like maybe no one else has done CBTs. I'm just lucky I had a baseline, but that is just so crazy. So I am doing more CBT therapy to improve myself, but I put my mental health journey on here as well. So I wanted to let you guys know like how I found out more information about me just feeling so lazy, and I knew something was wrong. Like I told my therapist, I just feel like something is off with me. Like I'm not a lazy person. I'll go after things that I want. I've been so tired lately. And I was like, I don't want to give people that dumb excuse of, oh, I'm just tired when I live this life. Like I am so blessed and grateful to be in the position that I'm in. Because if this was going on before I had this job, like I don't know what I would have done. Working 2 jobs, trying to pay rent, going to school, like there's no way. Yeah. After my second season, I did a good reverse diet for like 4 to 6 weeks, but I also went to Mexico. I went on a trip to LA soon after, and so that's kind of when I started trying to intuitively eat. And with just how I was mentally, I was like, I just don't have the energy for this right now. And when I started intuitively eating, I feel like I had more energy because I'm eating foods that I enjoy and I'm kind of just eyeballing the portions. Obviously it's protein focused, so I get my protein goal in, roughly tracking it. I'm aiming for 130 grams right now. But I don't have to pressure myself. I'm eating pretty much whole foods, and that's why I feel so amazing. I'm not pressuring myself to eat a certain amount of calories and get the scale out and weigh everything and make sure it's perfect, because on prep, I had everything so perfect, like the exact gram of freaking rice. Like it was crazy, right? Because you're in that competitive mind state. But now I have no pressure. I am not thinking about food all the time. Whenever I was doing my reverse diet on prep, even struggling post-show with the hunger and appetite hormone imbalance, like I just thought about my next meal all the time. Like there wasn't gonna be a next meal. Obviously, if you are super serious about your goals, I do recommend macro counting. Obviously you don't have to, and especially if you have struggled with the ED before, I wouldn't recommend tracking if you're not ready for that. I'm sure that I'll be ready to track again in a couple of months, but it's the summer. I really just want to enjoy myself for once. The past 2 summers, I've pretty much been in prep, so this is gonna be different. I'm really excited. But I just wanted to show you guys how far I've come. I'm honestly really proud of myself, because when I was thinking about food all day, every day, and just so miserable because of that, couldn't think about anything else, only wanted to go to certain restaurants to try to be healthier, but in reality, I'm craving all these different things. Now I've learned how to satisfy my hunger hormones, like what foods are gonna make me feel good. Obviously, it's gonna take some time if you're gonna practice intuitive eating, but I mean, I feel like I have gotten so much better at it within the past 2 months that I feel like I'm on top of the world right now with food. Yeah, I'm just really excited for the summer, guys. I want to do the secret code word again because I've been forgetting it the past couple videos. Like, what's up with me? Today's secret code word is gonna be hyper. I'm feeling amped up. I am so ready to go do my run today. I'm gonna make dinner for Jarrett and I. And the weather in Iowa right now is so nice. It's 70 degrees, a light breeze, so I don't even sweat that much when I run. I just love it, I don't know. But I'm also creating a Spotify running playlist. So if you have song suggestions, please comment them. Because whenever I have good music, I run further and faster. So leave them below, comment the secret code word, you know the deal. I'll interact with you because I love seeing you guys watch my videos to the end. So I will see you next Thursday. Have a great weekend.